Welcome to So You Want to Be a Geek, the podcast where we dive into the vibrant and ever-evolving world of geek culture. Whether you're a seasoned fan or just curious about what makes being a geek so special, join us as we explore everything from comics to movies, gaming, tech, sports, and everything in between. Each episode will bring you insights, interviews, and the latest news to fuel your passion and expand your horizons. So grab your favorite fandom and let's embark on this geeky adventure together. I'm Michael Canetti, and this is So You Want to Be a Geek.
Hi geeks, and welcome to another installment of So You Want to Be a Geek Wizards Live. We're here again at the Hot Flips Roadshow in Babylon, New York, because they've got a really cool thing going on here. They've got Carla Cohen and Lucio Parrillo here at the event doing signings. And at the end of the day, they're going to be raffling off a 4-day pass to New York Comic Con. I mean, come on, that's pretty cool. And also, we've got with us Pete.
Hello.
So Pete is here to help me today, and we're going to kind of mosey around and see what goes on and, you know, do a little live, make a little love, get down tonight. So, I've got my microphone. I couldn't find the black poof, so I got to get this, baby blue one, but I guess it stands out. It's hard to miss, right? So, right now, the con is not too crowded, which I'm surprised, and I'm kind of glad about that, so we can kind of walk around a little bit. So, let's see. How do I want to do this? Do you want to hold this one and do a follow, and I'll hold that one? Sure. All right. So, all right. I'm gonna multitask this somehow. It's gonna be very interesting. It might be a little up close and personal to all of you out there watching. All right. I'm gonna wave, say hello. All right. Got my gear here. Hope it doesn't get stolen. We'll see. We'll find out. So. All right.
I'll grab it back.
All right. No, you don't worry about it. You got it? I'll throw my little shoulder strap over. Oops, that's open, of course. Ah, shit. Thank you so much. Oops. Of course. Bag was open. Canetti, can't take me anywhere, man. Can't take me anywhere. Right.
That was the one.
Fell out on me. All right. We're going to walk around now a little bit. We're going around. We're doing it. So, I'll flip this around. Okay, there we go. So we're here at the con doing a live stream. Got to come out here to Babylon, New York, to the Hot Flips live show. Get some cool merch, get some cool signings today. Got really cool comics going on, really cool guests doing some signings. Got Pete following me around. I feel like a paparazzi. It's pretty cool. Really cool custom covers. Really awesome merch. I've been dying to get one of the guys that does trading cards on the show. I'm trying really, really hard. Got to get him on here. So let's see what else we could come up with. So, should we go see Sean? Yeah, let's go see him. Let's go see him. Is this gentleman bothering you?
Hey, what's going on?
How are you?
Yo,
Hold on, good to see you.
this is my good friend, and we've done an interview.
How are you? I'm Michael. This is Pete. He's my assistant today. How are you? I don't know. You're eating. Let you eat. So,
Yo, what's up?
not much. How are you? What's going on?
Well, thank you very much.
So they got me here doing a little live stream.
Doing
So,
a live stream?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to advertise. Okay?
sure, go ahead. Please do.
So you're going to walk down here. I'm in Babylon, Long Island right now. It's very exciting. I don't have my usual setup. What's up, everybody? My name's Sean, Carnivore Comics. How are you? Good to see you all.
Whatnot show, by the way.
Okay.
Awesome Whatnot.
I'm rooting for the Yankees today at 4 o'clock. That's when this show ends in about an hour and a half. So look, right down here you got my two favorite artists, Carla Cohen and Lucio Parrillo. They're just grabbing a little lunch. We've had a really busy morning here. It's been busy nonstop. We got prints, we got original art. Carla's got her own comps where she gets like her older comps from like some of the other retailers. And right down here we have brought a New York preview of just our Carla and Lucio books. So you might see things like these are our fine art prints, which we make embossed, super cool, super limited. They're hand numbered. I hand number every print, and I ask the artists questions. And we're exploring the 7 deadly sins. So Wrath came out. This is our 3rd print. Okay? So we sell those for $30. They're really rare, and it's official Dynamite Vampirella covers and stuff like that, so that's cool.
So I had a question for you.
Yeah, hey.
If people are doing signings with them, are you able to take them and do like an authentication for sending out to CGC today, or how does that work?
Well, so the way it works, when I do Whatnot streams, I'm an approved CGC facilitator, and we offer special shows. Like, we did shows Friday and Saturday night, and we have shows coming up during New York as well. Or we welcome any facilitator, send your witness, they have 2 autograph prices. It's $10 raw, it's $25 CGC. And that's it. I'm not really acting as a facilitator where I'm doing all the submission work myself, unless it's through Whatnot, okay? So, that's sort of the backstory with that. I have a staff member who's always a witness, so if you're just waiting and get a signature and you need to be walked over during New York, we could certainly accommodate you and help you with that.
New York. I heard they're going to be doing some signings at your booth. Who else is going to be
The whole time.
The whole time.
I'm really dedicating my booth specifically to hosting Lucio and Carla.
Wow.
Okay, I will have a couple of special signings with, there is a staff artist, my best friend Lloyd Bailey, so he's filling in during their lunch breaks when they go take a lunch break. And Saturday morning, they're actually going to head over and open the day over at Comic Exposure, and I'm going to host Q Young Ohm, another one of my favorite artists. So other than that, they're going to be at our booth the whole time. So, and if you get a filming here of like the front of these books on every box here, this is our New York menu, okay? So we did incredible books here. Like, I'm going to show you, I have swimsuit books that just came in. So you have, this is just Carla Harley 53. This is not a New York exclusive. I'll put that one away. But so look, this is Showroom. Look at Showroom right here. This is Harley Corn. These are by Carla. Okay? This is also Carla's Chun-Li. Lucio did a cami. Okay, now guys, I work all year long commissioning this art and waiting. These are very busy artists. They're oil painters. Lucio, Wonder Wave. I think this is a tremendous cover. I think it's really successful. I'm really proud of this cover as well. This is called Bat Cat.
I saw this one on your socials.
Okay, so that's Bat Cat. We did the new Batman one. How do I not do it with Lucio? If he's coming, I have to do this. I think it came out tremendously. And the one book I am the most proud of, and I'm very proud, this is Black Cat #1, the Virgin edition. And just, I don't know if you guys know, but Lucio is one of my oldest friends in the business. That's my cat, so.
That's your cat?
That's my cat. All right, so that's why that's a little special to me. The last thing is, instead of just making exclusives, I was inspired. I really like these blind bags. That's the new thing in the industry. Everyone loves blind bags. So behind the scenes, I was working really hard for a while. Who can I make blind bags with? How can I make blind bags? And I found a great partner with IDW. And they have some amazing licenses, and they had some amazing books coming out that gave us the time to prepare that. And that's where we made our packs. And that's the last thing I really want to tell you all about. So this right here, these are our packs. Okay, yeah, you could grab one. So if you flip it around there as well, this is the barcode. If you want to see, there are 25 different versions.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so all these different covers, they're printed in either 500 print runs or 250 print runs. So there's 3,000 total packs. There are 300 signed books in there. There is also some OA sketches from Lucio, Carla, Lloyd Bailey, Jonathan Uribe. So they all help to like spruce up our packs. And yeah, you could get a Street Sharks, a Casey Jones, and a Godzilla in Hell. So they could be in foil. They could be the Virgins. I wanted to make these one-night packs, but even better. Because what bothered me is there are stuff that has runs that's like 3,000 runs.
Yeah.
The biggest run's 500. So now, if you are into this stuff, which I am, like, look, I make a lot of beautiful swimsuit issues, but you know what? I'm a family guy. I wanted to have fun stuff. I love Street Sharks. I love Turtles. you can get a 1 out of 500. Like, you get people who are just hoping for a Lucio. You know, oh, I want a Lucio foil, and that's it. So these came out great. I don't know. Oh yeah, I have 2 pack designs. I'll show you. Look, I got Godtail.
So you have a variant pack design too? That's so funny.
Well, just 2 different ones. But look, Jonathan Uribe, he's on Spawn. Danny Earls has been doing TMNT, Spawn stuff, DC stuff. Godtail's hotter than ever.
Yeah.
So I will flex here. I got my best comic artist friends, and I also give a shout out to Lloyd Bailey with a wonderful Street Sharks and a wonderful Godzilla, and he's like my best friend who's an up and coming artist. I'm really proud of him. He designed all this packaging too, so I couldn't have done it without him.
Godzilla's doing a big thing again, like really big.
Hell yeah, Godzilla! You guys want to go down and we'll just go talk near Lucio and Carla? We'll see what's up. All right, so that's all our preview. So it was a full New York preview for anyone. Okay, you got Carla's comps. I'm going to give you back your microphone here, okay? But thanks for listening.
So, listen, of course.
Carla can talk to you. This is my lovely wife,
Hi.
Michelle.
I'm Michael.
Nice
Thank you for letting me come into your house a few months ago to interview.
We did the whole interview setup. Right to that
Oh,
beginning.
yes.
Michael and I were the ones who did that.
Did you meet our cats then, too?
I think I met your dog. Do you have a dog?
No, wrong house.
Yes, okay, cats. Yes, I'm sorry. I think you had a big picture of a dog
That
somewhere.
was a trick question. No, I'm kidding.
He came to my office and did an interview. And he did like a real nice setup. So like Michelle comes home from work, I was interviewing today, you know? I was telling her like
He's making me sound cooler than I actually am, so it's...
So Carla, he might have a couple questions.
That logo.
Oh yeah, I gave him my hat, yes. So, first of all, I had a really interesting question. So,
Hey Tony.
what are some of the things you find most interesting when you go to like these smaller cons versus like the big New York Comic Cons in San Diego and all that kind of stuff? I'll give this to you.
Oh yeah, of course. So I think it's a better fan experience. We can actually spend more time talking with people, connect with people, answer their questions, such as I am doing right now with you. At big shows, it's not possible to like. I wish, but having the time for every single person, like, to actually sign their books, having this eye contact, and like answering their question. So this is the first point where I like attending small shows because it gives like a more personal experience. Then I think it's nicer because we can actually like look around and be able like to connect with people, and yes, I think it's for better connection, I would say.
You can go around a con and like
Yeah.
not be harassed.
Yeah, you can go around, you can actually, it's more about quality time, I think, with people and with things. Yeah.
I have to ask, because you have done some really beautiful covers for him exclusively. Where do you come up with these different ideas? Because you have so many different designs. How do you come up with constantly changing the looks of all the characters? It's amazing how you do it.
So what I think is important about exclusive, the final cover is the result of a good collaboration between the editor, the artist, and the retailer. And I think, well, good communication and good concept. So we're actually brainstorming on concept, everyone together, and yeah, bring up some new ideas that I think it's fun, it's good looking, and great in terms of sales too. You know, so you want something, a concept a bit different and something unique. Yeah.
Last night I saw you were doing like a seal coating on a cover. What is that about? So you like sealed it with something.
Oh, varnishing.
Yes.
So we have to wait actually ideally a year before varnishing our paintings.
Really?
So yeah, I had this one cover of New York last year that I sold the OA, and I bring it this year in New York, and I actually varnished it only now, like after a year. It's a varnish that actually brings back to life the colors like oil paint, and it unifies the color and saturates a bit more. It gives a protective coat also, so yeah, UV light thing and stuff.
amazing. It's so cool. I didn't know you wait a year. I guess the year for the inks and everything, kind of like seal into the papers or whatever. That's amazing. So, I know you can't tell us any spoilers or things, but is there any particular cover or thing you have coming up that you're really excited about?
Well, because we're with Carnivore today, I must say that we're bringing a very cool project for MegaCon, which I'm very excited about. And yeah, for the rest, I have to keep it secret and sexy.
I get that. I totally, but that's cool. I'm really, because like, I love seeing when your art pops up with him or just on social media, and you know, for me, you're my favorite artist by far.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
When I interviewed him, and I was like, how do you know that? Oh yeah, we were friends forever. I was like, it was so crazy. So, so cool. Again, thank you so much for coming to Babylon.
Thank you.
And coming to this con. It's so cool to have you here. We're all like, when the guys told me you guys were coming, I was like, this is amazing.
Well, thank you. It's very nice to be able to get to know people a little more than just a SIG and buy. So yeah, it was fun attending Hot Flip Show and here in Babylon, and yeah, thank you.
I'm going to come back in a little bit. I have some stuff that I might have you sign for me.
Absolutely.
But enjoy the rest of the day. It was so cool chatting with you. Do you think Lucio will be able to chat with me for a minute?
Yeah, I think so.
He's a busy man.
He may find his word a little more after lunch, but he'll do it. Thank you, guys.
I'll talk to him forever.
That's okay. Okay. Hey, how are you? I'm Michael. So, first of all, thank you so much for coming here and hanging out with Sean and coming to this con and being here in Babylon. Like, I've grown up here, we live here, and I was just saying, when we heard you guys were coming, it was like amazing, an unbelievable thing to be here, this small little event. And I'm kind of curious, I asked Carla this question, like, what is the difference you feel for a smaller event like this versus a giant one like New York Comic Con? And I'll give you the mic, it's easier.
I think, honestly, in my opinion, I like better the small event because you have the chance to relax a little bit more, talk with the people, and there is less crowd, so you can take 10 minutes to talk about art, to talk about comics and stuff. So for me and also for the people, I think it's better because you don't have to rush, and
it's so hard when you're like at a New York Comic Con and you're in like the artist alley and there's just thousands upon thousands of people. You're trying to get like 10 seconds, and it's so cool that you can come here and just spend some time with anybody. That's so nice. So I asked this also, is there any like project that I know you can't talk about certain things, but something that you're excited about coming up that you're working on, any kind of covers you're excited about, and you're like, this is going to be a cool one?
Like right now, something?
Yeah, you're working on,
Few things. So I'm working for a project with Magic the Gathering and Marvel. So they just released a Carnage card that I did a few months ago. So there are more coming. Of course, I can't talk about, but there will be more cards coming out very soon. And at the same time, we are doing exclusive for Orlando MegaCon. So it's going to be a very nice surprise.
I'm excited for that too.
Yeah.
He was teasing it to me a little bit.
Yeah. So I don't know. I can't say anything about that, but
I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
But you will love it for sure. Yeah.
My question is, how do you like? You have such a unique style, and like the way you draw characters, they all have their own sort of characteristics. Like whether you're doing Poison Ivy or Batman, like their own character. How do you just differentiate the different characters in a unique way, give them their own identity? I love that.
Yeah, no, that's I think because my style is more like a painting style, right? And I try not to use 100% real models because I don't like to just copy a picture, but I try to do my characters more similar to the reality. So before I used to do like more standard faces and standard characters, but going forward with the years, I think I like better to that Poison Ivy has a different face than Harley Quinn, and Vampirella has a more realistic face, not exactly like the model because I work with models, but kind of. So I mean, sometimes I do like a shooting with the model, and I take I take like 2-3 pictures, and kind of use all the pictures that I have. So it's not copying just one picture, but mix them together. So the model look like a little bit like a real person, but not too much. Otherwise, it would be too stiff to. I don't want to do a portrait. But at the same time, it look a little bit more realistic than just an imaginary character. Because if I don't have a real human in front of me,
Batman Poison Ivy cover you did for him.
Yeah.
Like they jumped off the page. Those characters, that cover is just breathtaking in a way.
yeah, no, you know, like even for this kind of okay, unless it's a Spider-Man with the mask or a Venom, of course, it's impossible to find a model for a Venom. But for character like Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, Vampirella, Red Sonja, or Batman, I like to use some reference, and especially for light and shadows. So because the most important thing is the light and the shadows to make them looking realistic. If I just work with my imagination, I can get close, but I'm not happy about, because even let's say even if you look yourself in the mirror every day, you think you know yourself, right? But if you change the light, let's say you turn off all the lights and you turn on just one light from the bottom, you don't recognize. Yeah, you don't recognize yourself. You got scared at the first time because who is this? No? So that's mean how the light and the shadows change the shape of your face, change everything. So it's very important for me to have a reference with different light every time, to not repeat myself and have the same stereotype face in my characters. So that's my trick.
I'm a college professor and I teach a lot of creative arts people. A lot of my students are aspiring comic book artists or illustrators or even painters. What is some advice you might have for young artists that are trying to just find their voice, find their identity, let alone get into the industry?
Okay, I used to teach as well for years. Now I'm not teaching anymore, but sometimes I do some workshop. And when I had my students at the school or in my studio, I always used to bring them to museums. This is the best way to learn from real live paintings, because right now everybody's used to just scroll on an iPhone or iPad or a telephone, wherever, and they're used to see just pictures. So sometimes online on social media or any kind of website, you scroll and you see a painting from Leonardo or Caravaggio or like old masters, and then you see a comic, and then you see sometimes they get mixed together, and you lose the feeling of a real painting. So for years I used to see these paintings on the books printed or maybe online. When you go to the museum and see these paintings live, it's totally another world. So you can stand there and look at these paintings for an hour, and you discover a lot of brush strokes, a lot of color, different colors that you see on your phone, and then you learn a lot. So on my students, I always explain that they have to study looking the real masters live in the museums. This is the first thing, and then try to imitate, try to get inspired from them, because we have like a huge. A huge background, historic background, art, every kind of art. Also, not just painting, but also sculptures and any kind of art. And we should get inspired from them more than contemporary friends, artists that they're amazing right now, but the risk is to be too similar to other artists that are alive right now. So most of the time I used to tell them, don't copy my art to my students. Don't copy my art. Don't try to imitate my art, or don't try to imitate the other artists that right now is in the industry. Try to get inspired from the old masters, because you can that way you can create your own style, studying from Giotto, from Leonardo da Vinci, till the French artist in the 1800s, the Spanish artist, the Norman Rockwell, Frank Frazetta. So, studying all the old masters, you can create your own style. Otherwise, you just be the clone of, I don't know, like me or another one. And everybody, especially in a small market industry like this, everybody will see, you're good, but you look like this one. Exactly, exactly. So you look like him. Okay, but this is, it's cool, it's fine, but you always will be the
Compared to that person.
Compared, and you will be like, you say, like lower.
Tier, yeah.
So
It's funny you mentioned the older paint. Like about 10 years ago, my wife and I went to Italy. We, went through Venice and Florence and Rome, and especially in Florence, just like going through the different museums and all the art, and like going to look at the sculpture like David and everything.
Yeah.
You feel like almost like you can understand where they're coming from, their art. It just like kind of jumps out at you, even 500, 1,000 years later.
Right.
It's unbelievable. And it's wild.
No, it's incredible. I could sleep in the museums. I go every time I can. I go to visit museums all around Europe, also here in the US. You have amazing museums. So Monday I'm gonna be at the Metropolitan Museum, and this is one of the best museums in the world.
Amazing.
I go often to Louvre in Paris, to Museo d'Orsay, also in Italy. It's so beautiful. And there are so many paintings with the best paintings that this planet can have, paintings and sculptures. So this is the best way how to learn and how to understand also the process. Because when you see a painting live, you can really understand how they get there. From a scratch, from a sketch, from a scribble to a finished painting. And they didn't have pictures, they didn't have computers, they didn't have the technology that we have right now, so they just was using the brain and doing amazing huge paintings. Maybe they were working on these paintings for, I don't know, like a year.
Sistine Chapel.
Exactly.
However long it took.
And it's incredible because right now it's, I don't know if today there is artists that would be able to reach this level and doing such a big, huge paintings. At that time there was so many, and it's a little bit frustrating because sometimes I get frustrated because I see my art when I finish painting and I see a lot of mistakes because I would like to do better, and then I think about this art in the museum and I say, well, probably if I was born over there, back in the
1300s,
I would probably be starving because these people was so good.
But you're also your hardest critic, though, because you see things that we wouldn't notice, like, and I do a lot of filmmaking, and I'll notice mistakes that I'm making in a video or an edit, and I'm like, I hope nobody will notice this one. Can't go back and fix it. But again, I think that was really kind of incredibly inspiring what you just said, and I really appreciate you taking the time to speak to us. And,
thank you.
Again, thank you for coming here. This is so cool. Like to have you guys in the town that I live in is just incredible. It blows me away.
But you see, this is the good way, the good thing to participate in a small convention, because having the time to talk about art.
You can't do that in your comic.
Yeah, you can do during a huge convention because it's crowded and so many people. You have to run. So it's. Thank you for asking me about.
I've wanted to chat with you for years, and I'm so glad to have this conversation.
Thank you very much.
So
It was a pleasure.
For taking the time.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure. And I'm gonna be. I have a book that it's the Supergirl, Power Girl cover that you both did together. I have that with me. I'm gonna have you guys sign. I'm just nerding out on right now. But enjoy the rest of the con. I'll be seeing you in a little bit. Thank you so much. That was crazy. I can't even wrap my head around this right now, how awesome that just was. Like, this is, I have goosebumps, guys. Just have, what was that, like 15 minutes I was just talking to them easily? You would never get that at New York Comic Con, and this is so cool that they're here in Babylon at the Hot Flips live show, just hanging out, talking to fans, showing their art, talking about, Leonardo da Vinci. Who would have thought who would have thought this would have happened? Anyway, let's walk around a little bit more. We'll check out more of this con, and we'll geek out a little bit. Oh, man, dude, my mind is blown right now. I don't mean to interrupt. Hey, how are you? I met you the last time I was here, and this is...
That's the owner right there. That's the guy you want to speak
to. Okay. How are you? Hey, I'm Michael. How you doing?
I'm also Michael.
Oh, look at that. Perfect. So, I met him the last time I was here, and I want to say, first of all, we love the name of your company. You're the one that said, like, SpineWorks is a cool name, right? So, can you tell us a little bit about what you've got, here, and what you guys do with your business? I'll hand you the mic. So
Sure, why not? Oh, you talk about Mic'd Up, which is another thing we're working on. What's up, nerds? Michael Raphael from SpineWorks Comics, New York City. We are here today at the Hot Flip Show. So we are providing CGC Signature Series witnessing on behalf of CGC Comics with Lucio, Parrillo, and Carla, Cohen, of course. So what we are is a pressing and cleaning company based out of Middle Village, Queens. And we also own a comic boutique where we have new releases and a nice selection of back issues. We also happen to host a show called Mic'd Up along the impresario of Big Apple Comics, Michael Carbonaro. Yes, that Mike Carbo. So right now we've been hosting Den of Geek charity auctions for about 6 months. We're going into season 2 of that now, and we're working on some original programming, the first of its kind, in conjunction with Crash Media 451, eBay, and the Den of Geek, of course. We look forward to being a part of your lives, and if you ever want to come down to our brick and mortar, we're in Middle Village, Queens, 74-10, 69th Road, Middle Village, New York.
So I actually have a question for you. So I host a podcast. It's called So You Want to Be a Geek, and literally every episode is different things people are geeky about, right? And I've been wanting to do an episode about CGC and graded comics. Would you guys be interested if I came and we do like an interview and talk about, the whole thing?
More than welcome to.
All right, cool. So before I leave today, I'll get your information. We'll touch base. I'll bring my gear out. We'll chat. We'll hang out and have a great time.
Well, John and I actually, we do a show. I had to pause it for a little bit to do the Mic'd Up thing. But we actually do a morning show. You can come in, have coffee with us, sit down, have a roundtable discussion about whatever you want, and we call it Morning Press.
I love that. Thank you so much, Mike. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Likewise.
I'll stop back in a little bit, get some information, and we'll rock and roll. Thank you. Good. Thanks again. Hit us up on Instagram or TikTok at SYWTBAG or email us at SoYouWannaBeAGeek@gmail.com. We have so much to share with you, and I can't wait to dive into the geekiness on So You Want to Be a Geek. Thanks so much for listening, and stay geeky, everybody. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning into this episode of So You Want to Be a Geek. I'm Michael Canetti. I'm your host, producer, and editor. We hope you enjoyed the journey into geekdom as much as we did. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave a review on your favorite podcast platform. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at SYWTBAG for updates, behind-the-scenes content, and more geeky goodness. Have a topic you'd like us to discuss or a guest you'd like to hear from? Let us know. So you want to be a geek at gmail.com and stay up to date and join the conversation. Until next time, keep embracing that inner geek and remember, the adventure never ends. This episode of So You Want to Be a Geek is brought to you by Comics Capsules. These are a great product for protecting your comics. They are UV resistant, crystal clear. They are stackable. They fit in your regular long and short boxes. They fully encapsulate your comics with a flip top hinge
that allows you to access your comics anytime you want. They'll even fit with the bag and board in the sleeve. It is really, really cool. They have this great little eye hook. I have some hanging up back there. I have some over there on display. Because sometimes you just want to display your cool comics without having to send them out to CGC and waiting and spending a fortune on getting them graded. This stuff works great. I really, really love them. You can even have like a dedicated label inside of them. They're super awesome. So our sponsor for this episode of So You Want to Be a Geek is Comics Capsule. Do you like hot sauce? I know I do. Well, one of our sponsors for this week's episode is Jablo Hot Sauce. They are a family-owned, locally produced, amazing Filipino hot sauce that was recently featured on Hot Ones. You're gonna love it. You can put it on everything from hummus to meats to vegetables, whatever you think of. They are a great company, family owned and locally produced Filipino hot sauce. If you want to find out where the punch is, check out Jablo Hot Sauce. Hey geeks, if you know me, you know that I love hats. And I have been, since we started this podcast, researching a company to produce hats for the podcast that I really, really want to promote and endorse. And I found an amazing company based in Arizona called Branded Bills. And they made this awesome hat right here with a leather patch, which is so perfect. It's got this raised print. It's really, really cool. They have snapbacks, they've got trucker hats, they've got fitted hats, they've got all kinds of style, and they really cater to me. My sales reps were so nice and so helpful. They answered a million questions, and they made these beautiful hats. I can't wait to order more. I absolutely love them. The quality of the material is impeccable. I can't believe it. I just wanted to take a moment to shout out Branded Bills. They are an amazing company. You should really check them out, especially if you have a podcast or a business or something where you want to give merch to people and promote your business. Branded Bills, man, this is the way to go. They have a great company. I strongly recommend them. Thank you again, Branded Bills. You guys are awesome.